only on CTV. The Frontline with Kwikwanan, only on CTV. The Frontline with Kwikwanan, only on CTV.
Live across dozens of stations tonight with a feed. We start with our own, coming, of course, in Sunyane 88.1 FM. In Western region, the transmission is on Tadi 99.1 FM. And of course, in London, the feed is on GOB Broadcasting on modernghana.com. Still on GOB, you can get a feed on www.gobtv.tv plus Apple Music. The information super dark tonight is powered on my CTV-GH and the Frontline Ghana. Please take note. My CTV-GH and the Frontline Ghana, the program is powered. And of course, may I sincerely apologize for the late start. A lot of construction going on here at the studios of CTV, all in the very best interest that we'll be able to serve our viewers to be able to have a good show, and then you can watch what you have to watch. Again, let me also apologize. On Monday, we were unable to, bring you the feed of what we're supposed to do, and
on CTV.
So then we have to run a short video for our listeners and viewers. Some of you, due to some circumstances, you can only listen to the show, and that is when Kweku is talking. Then you listen. Some of you are able to watch at the same time you listen. That's the reason why many times I say, for those of you listening and cannot watch. So that's the reason. Now, so take our apology for today and Monday for unable to broadcast, and today also the late start. So many things technically going on, so we can be able to fix the knobs for us to be able to bring you a good telecast. Tonight, you would only call a friend, call a brother, call a sister. Together we sit here and talk and make a sense of it all. Now, what do I have for you tonight? We have a build-up for you, hosts, election, if you like, delegate conference or delegate elections of the new Patriotic Party. If you recall, sometime about 2 weeks now, we took time to look into the second runner, Bihu, Kennedy Ohene Ejapons being the second runner. We discussed all there is to, where and how Kennedy would have to score what he got in the just ended elections. 2 weeks we've been discussing the issue about Kennedy and how he landed himself in that very figure he scored. But again, you also recall that in the analysis of Kennedy, the analysis was predominantly captured the avalanche of prophets, countless of them, flooded all over, places to place. And the biggest among them was Prophet El Bernard, whose prophecy was something else, quite a strange one. Well, do we have an example of El Bernard in all the elections we've had in this country? I don't recall that any prophets ever, could be so emphatic was, I don't know, I stand to be corrected though. I don't recall that a prophet was so evasive, abrasive. It was all to it that he knows that he was going for the kill. And whoever the angel that spoke to Bernard, I don't know this angel. He knows him, whether he's an angel of light or angel of darkness or angel of flame. I don't. But then again, El Bernard was so much emphatic. He was concise, precise to the point, and he could assure his clients, because Kennedy was his client, and could tell Kennedy that, hey, Kennedy, we are going for the kill, including he making all of us to understand, even if the NPP rigged, listen to me, read my words, if the NPP rigged the elections, still Bawumia wasn't going for glory. That's what he made us to understand. And I'm going to play a video for you tonight. So if you recall, all the analysis we did on Kennedy, pretty much more was about prophets, prophecy left, prophecy right, avalanche, plenty of it. So we took 2 weeks to discuss that. I think we have to leave Kennedy's analysis, somewhere, leave it there for a while to let it breathe. Now, so Kennedy was, and I'm more interested in doing analysis of the two. The first runner, second runner is close. Tonight's been Wednesday midweek Frontline on your GPS. We want to take our time and then also analyze, assess the first runner being who? That's us. Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia.
On CTV.
56 point whatever percent. It's okay. Then we would zero down to Bawumia. Why the NPP feels that, hey, we have to bring Bawumia again.
On CTV.
And Bawumia is in, now in the commanding heights of the NPP, going for glory 2028.
The Frontline.
So tonight we are going to do the analysis. If Bawumia indeed fits within or fits to lead the NPP 2028 now to 2028, and of course he's going to go for glory, or otherwise he's going to be the man to still demand Mumfesti and Mami and all of that. We'll do a critical analysis of that, okay? But let me again issue this. I do not want anything, I don't want supporters of Bawumia to get me wrong. Hey, Kweku, why are you discussing Bawumia? This is... Please. 2 weeks ago, I've been discussing, and I know some supporters of Kennedy, were not happy that we're discussing all the deep-seated issues that confronted Kennedy's chances. That's me. We need to do it, and we did it as it is. Whether they are happy or not, for me, as a journalist, we are here to discuss the issues and bring the best out of for our listeners and viewers. Case closed. So we weren't doing the analysis of Kennedy's chances of winning on the basis of Kweku loves Kennedy or Kennedy loves Kweku or I am whatever to Kennedy. No, I am in the seat doing my job as a journalist. Case closed. I am not a friend of anyone. Neither I am to do any analysis in anybody's interest or favor. My job is to sit here and do the critical analysis, the perspectives, what the Ghanaian need to know. Case closed. So please, the Bawumia supporters, now we are coming on your candidates. Do not wage any war, any attack, any whatever that you cannot finish. Please, with respect, let me issue this caution. The Bawumia supporters, do not wage any war or any onslaught or attack you cannot finish. Please. There's a very good reason why Bawumia has to lead the NPP. And there is a very good reason why the media, including myself, we have to discuss him. Because he's a public figure. Is he not? Yes. Great. Now, let me also, kill this mischief. There is this funny analysis about, some were saying that, because Brian Champon was on board, So Brian Acheampong seemed to have, hurt Kennedy Japan's chances so badly, and that's the reason why Kennedy did not win. That's a lie. Now, you know what? Let me open this fundamental aspect of this whole, exercise. If you combine Brian Acheampong figures to that of what Kennedy got, both would still not make any fundamental input in the race. And that's the fact. Go and check it. Okay? If you, perhaps even all of them, Brian Acheampong, Kennedy, Dr. Edutrim, Kwabene Japan, the four add all their figures to that of, if they'll be able to make any impact, whether or not to, as it were, grip Bawumia, they still can't. So we can say to some large extent, Bawumia did his best this time around. And that, for me, is unequivocation. There is nothing wrong with that. But the bigger question is whether or not, what is it that Bawumia can do in election 2028? That's where the beef is. And that's where the MPP must be more serious. So the glamour, dancing and shaking and throwing all, the clothes, cladded in white and what have you, it's neither here nor there. The D-Day is there. But tonight we are going to do a serious exercise. Still on the bill. The National Democratic Congress committee in charge to investigate, call it an allegation of bribery, inducement, or whatever, on the candidates H.E. Baba Jama. Now we are learning the committee have exonerated him. Really? So what? What next? Tonight he's on the bill. You know why. Still on the bill, the last one. The avalanche of the prophecies that you heard during the elections won't go away anytime soon. On the heels of this, on the back of this, the Frontline Exposé is coming like Kakai. The biggest expose, workers of iniquities. We are doing the build up on it. Big one. And tonight, we are going to give you some batch of some prophecies that came. Still, prophecies at the back door of the NPP's elections, and they all got it wrong, including the El Bernard guy, who is now trying to find a way to hide. And I've seen quite a number of his own colleagues, trying to run at his defense. That, why should you apologize? Yesterday I saw a video like, what's the name of this man? Is it Amwakwata? Amwakwata was sitting somewhere. Why do you have to apologize and all of that? Because he will not apologize. If they are not prophesying to you. I think I've seen a video where, what's the name of this man? Pastor Mason Otabil says what? 95 of, he was specific, 95% of prophets in this country are a bunch of lies. Whatever they prophesy to you isn't prophecy. It's like they are talking from their head. Folks, tonight, brace yourself. It's going to be something else. Let's get started. I'm here. And I dream commonly more there. My starting is say, "Yao, we can also see the year has just begun." No, or the bank a crank a say, "Yao, na or the item or the family in she na or the basic was a bam." Minia Popolampo, you are watching, all right? Michael Popolampo, yes, you are watching the show. Watch and watch well, okay? Michael Popolampo, an officer, or what your friend is saying, call it, what do you call it? Sakama Oil Filling Station. It was a very good brother. Mike, Koswana show. Now, and I dream Koma Yebid in me BB so Prophet Cassan, my men from Red Tree anymore. MPP events and delegate elections about so yes, you yet the 2 weeks I analysis our Kennedy Dion. Kennedy Diana a year no said them when analysis in now could we say Ora Kennedy went to me and inquinim. And kunim Diana so bedi undino. Nya fini a babo hum crubia sao. Nine Jina so say. Asofo pa one more running campaign ma Kennedy na ne kwasem ne na say Kennedy nankasam kra no ambemu a eye campaign vigorous one prophets for no dawson obi e ka bi na bi ka here baba ikikoma gadusa lekusu subia ene dede bebrebe but omoye no nwunye ntumi amoa no nti analysis ayeye wo Kennedy de no honom simple to tell you say ni na no Kennedy enwini now analysis bi so koso sa anio ora Dr. Brian Champon ena obe ne name a ama Kennedy one year then we win, but of course we as I said we have to kill that mischief say enya na kre uka figures na Kennedy nyae no e de bo Brian Champon de mu a ene anawo de fan say even 4 of them kra no kabo mu a still enya de a wo betimi aden wo mu betimi ewini fensen abano internet just say you betimi aka say ora Bawumia won convincingly. He did his homework this time around, right? And yes, Anna, good. But the fundamental question that why yin no actually say, and this abri way no say a banner say, ora Bawumia sabri ya yin say Flagbearer, and so ye bisa say, okun kesia edan enimi obetimi sa okun yana. These are the fundamental questions. Ibini saying, so be facing the popular votes and we Ghana for winner. So 4 years assembly CM. Ghana 4 year references be brainy ade edemano. Eye MPP party nankasa so kotna se etro report no mocho ne ninie. 16th February 2025 no mocho krata away. And some bebre wokrate mo baby say, what is it that the MPP have done? Recommendations way, what has the MPP done about it? Before an annual elections were more then they could see. In the week Kennedy dear, 2 weeks near, yeah, Bawumia so on no the first runner, I feel a besheni maybe or Bawumia home. Near the atoto in your mania say a becosame. Right? Here we are. I feel yan and say another issue at Dapono. NDC for nanu ya can say memini day. Obekaya. Ye ko akoye den. Akwa yi candidates o. Emma ono wahwe ma bibia akoyi o se de benyo. De ati ya na se baba jama askolo amire fini guy nim ko. Askolo kolondo sa hwan wo free Nigeria. Wo tu se fa bedru Ghana ha. Ono akwa ko wini. Na na ebi susu se eye binimu say ebinimu feel say as I say MP no the late MP no ne yere no na SSNcha otumi enya seat no and also din kwenem well unfortunately anya adwuma now ye be kan saying NDC for a committee be say one month investigations about whether or not say bribery or say there being was inducement or the crebe na wom enra breaking news, the news by the hour, as suggested, and of course, this is a developing story. The Alberto one say, committee na exonerate Ura Baba Jamal. Eya Wawa. Odrin Hussein, Ibidi Hunkomo. The last on the bill, Eya Asofu Fuya, Wamuho Exposé, Kesiana Daha Eba. Migusu Kachra Ghana Fu. Now the one say what start expose na we drew baby no biaba oh kwaku na no we no manshada me hu yo nti na we nya won na mara fi no no be kire say start na kire no me dem aka kire me ni time o dey make kire mo me show I don't compete for numbers no who show with TV so a utumi fra wuni bi say wuni jack ti woni fatu TV first CTV kwaku ananto na niam eba na ehu na me wie Oba fan one mark I don't give a heck of it. No. Ghana for no drew baby I was said yes see treaty Ghana for because ye near cover problems near deba. Sa Baba Jamal asema ye kan and they say show what would the media what would behavior of the Ghanaian media? Yeah. The MPP NDC both are guilty. It was there as soon as the MPP 4A to NDC 44 around this time on this Baba Jamal. Omani yankasa ye musuo emo omani nankasa. Enyo omani no na eye musuo no. Yankopon ambo Ghana sao. God created this nation, you know, a nation with full of endowments, many opportunities. Trust me. But nipa na ye woman, the 34 million people in this country, ye busiefo, ye mamoyefo, ye wudifo, ye will for all of us. I'm sorry. Ye now. Ye ye hu pa o. Me de makase se hell be wo sa hell no e sha se wo ha nsa na we could do the real hell. Ye nipa bone for pa. Ye na ye tete o me. Folks, afi de ye di twa to okra no. Sa prophets foi akromfo enabrabafo ewurukafo ene adadafo ene ebe pa ade bi hu ntama ni nara no the build up ye de beko expose kese no me nkyira wo da ebeba wote wada ko na ma betra ye sha ase because expose and share be taking throughout. I don't know, maybe throughout the year. Yeah, because a doorson list no doorson. And yes, prophets buma unim ne papa unim so can list no. Gauge the space, folks. And I dream in April, so I break a crack and I'm a now. And then Wednesday, so of course midweek Frontline, sponsored by Biogas Expert Engineers. Ijumakui, minoma na ekonam nom na eba. Makachire wo say 2026. A dina person we see no. Tiles now person wo to. Floor tiles no dear be minimu, boho, and answer what? State of the art kitchen, dear be anything dear person we ye be your hardwares. Anything be amount comfort. SSC 2-1 mono. Biogas expert for Iguta, Bibia Precope. Many Kujo Awono, of course, and then Kujo is out of town. And say in Komobia Minini depend it be your first time I will hear show we be here then minima the crew. You'll be here be a fat building. You be see dying, or better dying, you bear plastering, you bear POP, you bear roofing at the amount, and I'm po say you be two boho at the amount. Anything beara. We have what it takes to do it and do it for you. Folks, mene kodwo nkomo etie kakra bi what's etie na utia ma woni bi ehun say problem enye problem ye betimi adan a resolve ni na e dem. Up next, a biogas expert engineers with Kojo Awono. Stick and stay, I'll be right back. Ono abetimi abana or supervisor mo say munye ni say me na ye kama mebo a
very right.
God. And it's so no yenya the very different type of kitchen if I'm right.
Yes, yeah.
And so construction betimi ayama ni
yes.
Great. Give us a rundown.
Nti ye bi kan share ahwefo no mo mutie wa fidie ahodo so. Na the mechanic say ye start say call nipa dodo na afie no. Ade ba kwa ma hono say almost wo kwan foforo so a de concrete kitchen cabinet. Concrete ya na say block ye kitchen cabinet. Na ya heavy ayaye bi I fi say
concrete near your kitchen no.
Concrete na your kitchen no. Ya hwe bi ena ya hwe ahun say. Ya hwe ahun say kwan foforo a ye betumi aye kitchen no bo enkoso bebre.
That's right.
Be within the means of many people. And
so
then
betumi afford
yes, so betumi afford.
Yeah.
Now so yeah, one who say it has its own merit and demerit.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it has its own merit and demerit. But your move away no to na.
Okay. MCR, can we have the, footage of this, right?
Yes. It has its own merit and demerit. Its own merit and demerit. Ni merit ni say a fixed kitchen cabinet, a concrete and a block. A concrete and a a fix or from untumi and you find it and fanko. You do kitchen on Munzumuna Munjina Kramae. Yeah. Ni disadvantage, you know. Na advantage, a woman say, a Dawson say, we know a fix in price no our firm. Into more mukishin. Na moye in a way say at the end of the day no but 2 tasks or one idea no. We a block the Anubiana.
So when you say a question, then let's gauge where zinc,
zinc no one.
Yes, I think maybe I want to meaning says sadness that's running concrete.
A concrete
and that's the granite.
No, we anka foreign kitchen na be granite and a quartz.
Quartz,
yes.
Okay.
But we know concrete tile and I also normal tile.
Then you have your boxes all in fixed.
Yes, almost an 8 no.
Oh, it's very beautiful.
Very beautiful, extremely beautiful. Extremely beautiful. It's a kitchen. Now we know concrete na why. Now we going to say kwame na me fa so aya e be ye fe e be ma ho aye fe ma ye hwe top no ma ho aye fe ba ko betumi contact here wo contact she wo hu mi de ho na friend say kuka no e be share nti ni top bia wire no won ho na extractor no beba nti ehro ho nyina wo hu no ehro ho nyina wo hu ashisa no anu ye hanging cabinets are about to be the Yamada.
Oh, okay. Cabinets are
about to be the
utensils. Very good.
And also, sir, na ye top on your design top no. Into top of whom you now or honyanano, a beer, about to me the Yamada, Ashishe. We a apartment we are moving to Opus or Tomia, what me a better, and we a 2-bedroom apartment. They 85,000 USD. 2-bedroom apartment. About to me Abeton. It was Sakumano.
I see.
It was Sakumano, yes. It's for sale. About to me Abeton. A 2-bedroom, 85,000. 2-bedroom, 85,000.
I see. $85,000.
$85,000. They were the years were a young way. I don't know quite over to me Abeton also. But we there already ready a ton.
At the market.
At the market. I see. 8 apartments. Yeah, so far I top 4 dada. I thought for that for until more hweme na wo kitchen cabinet o de na ye concrete na wo pese modify the same out na nye fefefe say e betumi aye no ball from we ekoso wa ye be 35,000.
Oh sir,
yeah, 35,000 cities ekoso wa say the same things here ekoso wa 35,000 enye bakuna ye foreign one na no boy din kakra from 50 to 60,000 enye no bi we normal constructive bibia within 1 week 2 weeks in your way. 1 week 2 weeks in your way because you concrete in your way until we another kitchen cabinet.
I see.
But your baby will be able to me afraid.
That's right.
They are better take measurement. They are the same to say no. Amao. You bet me you different color. Yep, you bet me but we know so floor now. Kitchen floor now, and they inform you say the say.
Yeah.
Bet me IFA because your floor now say floor no ash kakra womo. Until say ma we no brandy with. When the color no and blend it with it na yanyan ye nti say wo hwe me na one je hu say wo kitchen cabinet e concrete na wonim so na obeye na obenya no fefefe say a obetumi afre your numbers I was screen so e ba ofie na ahwe ehwe ofie no we na take measurement na ye BBC amobanya we nko na ye your other ones are a foreign kitchen cabinet ye abrenya ye wa fide we so a mo ho dodo na ebi ni we a wo hu sese we
dey patriarch we will pay lew we could Elizabeth no
and we so advantage na kwaku we ever said ye wo fie ho ka say kitchen cabinet wo fie ho okay I can 2 years
2 years yes of course
this year say obi a why new place now first person move free ho now the ho rent here kisa kitchen cabinet a wo hu e betumi ayi ni nyina de akọ betumi ayi ni nyina de akọ ko ye new kitchen cabinet biom advantage
you can enjoy that same kitchen wherever you go
you just because we are fix you betumi ya lose na asanko cheshe before sanity nti advantage wo we nso ehunu no nti ye wo hwe wo ti bi se nyina na wo pese wo ye bia membo ho wo de frɛ you be take measurement nyina we a ye be ye the 70 say a wo hunu no ama nti wo hwe na ebi o for ko betumi take a screenshot
exactly
they are two ho they are sending ye dey say e be show kitchen na design kitchen no dey dey
am ko do kan mo take me serious so who kitchen be a screenshot wo phone so anasa with your phone go closer to television na screenshot na fa mom no ano Kojo knows what to do.
Yes, you be kitchen ho na say ya take me na ya design no say na we taking no then you be amendment ka cry be and I say na ya nyina we kitchen we you kuma say you catch us na ya udu ho na you catch us kitchen we ye na ya gina so here from say okay say
I mean can you Kojo these are all times so
all time
kitchens we now from the 2 days.
Yes, the 2 days.
So guess how many years? 6 years mo granny.
What body?
Yes.
Yeah. Into Jumano say enetie, ye Jumano do na say enetie. Into obetumi afre baby awo bia, wo abrochiro wo Ghana. Baby awo bia wo fa numbers na. Na wo frɛ na wo nya most of the time you was site. You was site into for some time network into wo nya. Into the obey na say wo the voice message, my voicemail. And I say normal text message and WhatsApp message.
Yeah.
Ye free horo na ye nya network pe. Almost say message in beba. Then we can also reply you in a nice way. You bet to me right. Fantastic. Yanko we boho.
Yeah.
Yanko boho. Kako ade ba kwa ma ho say with your help. Ma ho say boho for no dodo na to your idea no of say wo wasase.
Yeah.
Asase na wo won what say scatter to send dada. Die wasase na se nyina no ye wo dia.
Yeah.
You go to the Bible beti. Na we oye so abaye dia.
Oh the man matrimony etuni ye go there.
Ah did say e go there ka kiro bia. Unya go da ben ka kiro bia.
Yes. Abo e beti aba wasas ni enya gold.
Oh yeah, say nipa bebre ye. Nipa bebre ye. To me see da bia. You can say ko tunsi obi wo a friend say abomusu.
So
abomusu.
Oh, okay.
We ka abomusu, we ni abomusu. I ko tunsi wo. Ye tunsi onu we na boys bi mo from mo so mo ye kolikoli me de ni wa de pa friend say. Ukta baby around this na no be sa nyo no bi nsi obusu e ba no. No mo de mo ye na godu mo ampa. Anwa no mi say ye be we no sisa nyo ni nyina de akọ.
Damn.
What have but sisa ni nyina de akọ jaye. Anka ye be anka ye be sisa de abakra. Umo sari nyina de akọ na godwom
because we to akwasa say
na godwom nti etumi si yekoye bi so koblisu so the same thing yekoye bi so akanti si yekotunzi wo ho
and all this place here mining areas.
Yeah, mining areas yekoye bi so akanti and so the same thing yekoye bi so akanti and so the same thing nti dem pa kan nyina ne say Kokuni parudo na omo wasase no. Omo buy into the idea. And then say me site bi. Owura ho aho nyina ye friend saying construction zone. Adan ko na omo si wo. Nti de nipa no epeso ye ne say ni dia no ye ni light wo nti ye solar na be atashama no. Nti wo ye na otoma omo a esi dan no. Nti say wo ye we wo dia no ye new site na amanfo wo ho mo ye dwuma de ebe boa ne se watu nsuo no wo ho so otumi tu nsuo nkoa be light ne wo ye wo solar system a etumi de ma no wa ho na onya chaos be ato ho ma
moto no
yes nipa obetina ho na o man camera enu ano no you are good to go
you are good to go great so
you are good to go
camera no just to be able to monitor the activity na
ekoso wo ho
it's no problem
only problem bia ebe nukura be boa say within 1 year 2 years no die opeso sembo mi ase nti eni kwan so some physical foforo e di ba ho the assassin na wo otumi tun so so a eno betumi ma oska ama wo dey ase dan no e very simple as ABC kwaku ba dey ba kwa ma wo say gara ha no wa ho sabi enye oman bi so a emra ekichiri ye bebre no
agree
aha no emra wa ha de but emra no eye more flexible wa ho na Ghana ni bre ni ha bebre sa nti de o ye bia no won't mra de enye against the law kwa de you can do whatsoever you want to do say wasitirem be okay de me pa kan ngira ne say kwan bebre wo so a obetumi afa so anyiska de me pa kan no bi ye say nsu a e kan wasam wo asase nkwa e busi afiem busi asase mpo a na woti ho a bebi kekere bi wo abrochi wo betoka ama asende say monfanya adwuma na monfanya hwefie obeka say inji asaji say wo say this kan so why inji police akochi me aji so say tire sen e so sa oye aji so say
na wa wo mre
wo de fa sas kan to nsuo na hwe nsuo no wo de tu a tu mienu pe keke na baako omunto omunjai nsuo so de bia ne pa no nsuo
obi hia nsuo
what to mean tenase with that water de oye bia no hia nsuo nti one of the thing I think say ye nua no mo na sister no ye brothers mo do adwen ko ho a ebetumi aboa ye dada mo setina ebie kra nsuo obi betuka far away and so na konya nsuo watu nsuo wo ho no boa nipa no obetumi anya nsuo easily e de ye na de ye dwuma na okonso obetumi anya nsuo adwara kwa dwuma on time on nye late enko dwuma nti sanya ma we nyina no ego mu se ye boa ho de ba ye san boa afoforo ye san boa in the long run ye boa afoforo nti wa wo team no wasase na ye so tu nsuo so woni problem bia contact ye number was screen so e ba be hwe ne ato nsuo ama apart from where we hwe e bia na ba bia wo no office nkini wo ho se nyame ya do yin nyankopon de e na ye ni asase na se but baby do am se nkini wo e ko tu nsuo wo ha in most cases ye nya nkini ye nya nkini baby a obia wo pram se ya tu nsuo more than 5 the next house nkini wo ho but baby a ko tu nya nkini more than 5 yes more than 5 boreholes oh last week ya nya nkini abra obia to be wo ho nkini wo mu but ya ko tu nkini nim nsuo na meka kra ebi wo meka mo sese ya nsuo na meka ho so ebi wo meka mo sese ya ma son different mature site ni din e wo ni nyina so ebi ya tu ho for that assemble
that's right
that wo me come young fancy office mpo wo me come amede na up and down nti se baby wo yese nkini wo ho a se nyankopɔ ya adom a yebetumi atu ebia ye nyankene yes ebi wo ho no ye piki line ni nyina wi a na ye solve no wi a ebia yebetumi ebia ye nyankene ma ebia ye nyankene ma but nyankopɔ ya adom a yebetu ye nyankene ma yeah nti sanity nti men worry bebre ma won se ni parodo na fra na mi ha na yese nkini wa ha na yese nkini wa don't worry
ye kato na suma na no enu ye but ye mama ye visibility study bia how then do you conclude sir
baby mama na me ko tu nsuo ma no pampram se anu ho nim say the next house nkini wo ho watu nsuo mienu anase miensa nkini wo mutu mu yuzo ba you can say don't worry oba me ho adwuma say don't worry metu nsuo ama wo enya me pa onya nkene o say hey how are you confident I don't know what GDS and I say don't worry medwuma nti the first me nyanko site here the make say don't worry o de gitum say ye betu nkini unya apostle akotu nsuo no nkini nim ada e coffee pump no no ho o pese o monitor bibia be ye chokra se otie
de Free London
of London yeah o monitor bibia nti ye koye we no ye se kwadwo mapacho ada e ko se kwadwo wo baba site na me say me to me ba o se no anka me pacho we de me to full ama wo bra na me say no problem meba nti yakọ ye nsuo no se kwadwo ma bese nsuo no bi na ma nhwe na me sana de ma no what say o say hey nkiri ni wo anase mi so dai and so what me asa test
that's right
what I was a man is security guy and so I say sister nkiri ni me de me yan test ye o nti di o mu ka kire
no one e di na dance
so that is how it is
geological you know what to do
that is it nti wa o hia nsuo atu nsuo ofie don't worry just contact us number say what screen no so no ye beba na ye be solve no we are ye be ye bia no ye be ye say ye be dwuma papa ma wo enyame pa a e bia nkini wo area de but enyame pa a ye nyankini e ma wo power no say ye betu ye be nyankina ye nyankini no eno emfre ye ho de ehia say ye betumi adi say ye be nyansuo papa ye tu nsuo ha ye be nyansuo ye good na ya to ama wo enyame penso a ye betu awe na bia na ye nyankene bia nso ye nyankene ana ye nkonya iron ye bomba isa iron oh yeah sometimes let me say so bia etu amehia say ye tu so within after 3 months na komanya iron but ye ko treat ma wo yes ye to me yes anyama no nyina nti wo bo na bia nkini wo mu na wo nya treatment obetumi a contact ya ye ba be take sample the collab na hwe na perfect ya mawa na the air treatment no simple and short only problem ya and then mre no nka say nsuo a me won nsuo na nkini wo mutimi ntumi use no they are advanced way a nkini wo mu po betumi aye den I use e wo kwan ye faso a yetumi aye nti be bia wo bia no fa number so screen so ye wo Christmas nso mo wo ba fie abaji we ni kakra obehia nsuo da bia ye ka say Ghana water for ka say chemical mo de treatment no yes mo double more than 10
bi mu ba fie o ba be rest
yes
na baba na pipe ni flow
pipe ni flow nobody any day. Nti here so be we insio. It's just 28,000. It's just 28,000. What me have to insio. Na wanya so ndwe.
Connectivities near pipes near their coffee and
yes, yeah, we are. Yeah, your friend is saying, you fix a pump. We immediately about me abunzio.
The Frontline, the GPS, Global Public Square, of course. Up next will be Politics of Today. But before Politics of Today, I'm making time. One or two online messages been moving on. Say good job, Kungfu. This is coming from Daniel, Prince Daniel from Spain. And then this one says, good evening, Kweku. How are you? This is Emma watching from USA. Emma, what is saying? I know there's something I will talk to you about, okay, after show, maybe tomorrow. This one to 1990. I don't know what that means, but 1990 was a very nice, I like, okay? And Otwas was saying, that is not bad price, okay? Let me come to, so this is the I kind of say the other line, my CTVGH and then the front line. Until winning links in me, my CTVGH, which me subscribe to, and also be to me so about the front line Ghana. Both links in active. Until me na baby opesa okobia. My memory way so we also real power. Kweku, I see you are great. Okay, need you the banner. Then I think I have a. Is it Osei Kwame says, good evening, senior. John Ken or say hi, Kweku, watching you live in the motherland. John Ken, what does you home? Okay, and then Christian entry or say Kweku, people should face reality. They should know that what goes around comes around. All right. We so say Rose, yes, so say Kweku, where were you for some days? I miss you. Okay, I'm sure you are talking about, is it the month of January? Month of January, yes, I was on leave. 1990 was it. How are you doing, Kweku? Watching you from USA. Oh, that's Emma. Okay. Or is it Emma? Okay. Wait, so I say the very kitchen, I like it. Then Nana Sweet. I say, why, Kweku? Have you stopped talking about the Nigerian fake king? He need to be deported. So what's going on now? Okay. Okay, that's me, Emma. All right, Emma. Okay. Me won't say what they say accounting how they operate. The Nigerian issue, no, maybe I can watch them. But me sure so be agree say we took almost how many? Any they can Nigerians in one. The last story about the Igbo Keno was said a Ghanaian woman made wild allegations against him. And they say, One no aiden awo eba. That was the allegation. One no awo ba. Eba no one wo ye no. Ye mami eye Mokaya Abba Grace demanded say Nigeria ni eye papa omra forward no omra meye den. Omra DNA test. Inti ye ba be call Christmas break, you know. If you recall, we broke that news and then we said, ye bet sure krata koma papa because ye the krata koma first. Then he also wrote back and said so he doesn't know anything about any child. And then stated, say ba DNA kra no obey DNA. Ye the krata bia koma no and so Christmas ye call Christmas break no. Nti so yi krata na no asema we yi ano. We yeah no, but I don't want to be. You know what? Let me resist the temptation not to talk about the Igbo man and concentrate on what I'm to do here tonight, okay? Because I mean, because you know why? The response comes from the Igbo man. You know why? I don't know why. He couldn't put the response on paper. It's not on paper. So, you know why? I'll definitely come and give you an answer. But the answer is not on paper. I'm sorry. Why? I can say me boof. Quick, what is wrong with you? If I'm tempted, I can even give you the answer straight up. But I don't want to do that. It must take a nice professional form. Now me the answer na minimum people call this answer na buy. To me say onya abotrama me why. The answer na beba. But see and engage the space, the frontline major exposé, the workers of iniquity, ebawo. Asofo atrofo, adadafo, enabrabafo, akohwifo, akromfo. Well, for the consonants. So we are literature, but yes, the consonants of them is coming like kakai. They are thieves, not evil. They are thieves. When we are kromfo ye nabrabafo. Hey, expose we. The part 2 of the expose course one baby no and abandon. Now, folks, mini break. My info break akrana no. We na ye prapra kwem. The year has just begun. Yes, tonight, you're caught into the first runner of the NPP just ended Flagbearer ship raising. Dr. Bawumia Ewini, yes, tonight we are gauging to do some assessment there, me patrol. Bawumia supporters, Mr. Mamu saying 2 weeks ago, we did all there is to for Kennedy Japan. And I make a Monshe de baby Kennedy, a free bow. Obia, ye na yatna se say. Asofo ya nabraba for ya kromfo, but for some strange reason, he allowed these self-styled crooks, these self-styled, self-acclaimed, self-imposed, notorious, fake guys to lead his campaign. But that wasn't what we saw. Bawumia is a Muslim, true or false, true. But then again, it begs the question, did we see any Muslim cleric or any Muslim imam out there saying no? So ask yourself all these questions. Why do you think even, Christian prophets could find it so easy? They have to go and prophesy to Bawumia because he will win. Or what? And another me catch them say, hey, between Kotoko and Hearts, so mo kobo macha. Any prophets be obe shenkom ewo Kotoko any Hearts match honom. A fake. Because technically one will win. Bakube winning. So what's the point? Bakube winning. So why? We hear prophecy. Up next, politics of today. Politics of today tonight. We assess the elected flag bearer of the new patriotic party, NPP, Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia. What he brings on board as Ghana heads toward the 2028 general elections, and what Ghanaians must know about him at this critical stage. Plus, tonight, build up into our special expose on workers of iniquity following the avalanche of fake prophecy galore that has swept across the national landscape. First of all, what established the belief within the NPP that Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia should win the flag bearership race was the party's long-held tradition. From the party's inception, most of its successful presidential candidates contested several times before eventually winning power. It is therefore believed within the party that Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia may not be an exception to this pattern. However, the critical question remains, are the political dynamics still the same today? Bisaho Sentira MPP for ne year say ekwe bia so ese Bawumia win. We enyatro nye kwaku se mediatro obi anim. Se na wo kan MPP supporters are support the crowd yenko. All right, they are chilling. They are upper crust of the party. Women na susu se eyo mo se wo mo fele se Edwin se ehuni se ese Bawumia win. But same thing we believe says Bawumia winning was because party ni were a long-standing tradition bia. That tradition we must say obi a we bebe di party no enim ebribia ekono. Say nipa no as a so call be a ben prenu imprensa imprenan and more. Womo ye reference e wo Kufuor so, womo ye reference e ma Kufuor, womo ye reference e ma omunya. Enti MPP mpanimfo no esusu se saa necessary eden ye yes Adoma Bawumia. Enti se ora Kennedy Japan e ba ho de a ene enya de e so mo pines. First of all no betimi so am Kennedy so ewini same. But the reason why Kennedy will not be allowed to go for glory and meaning to me no e omo masema. So no then na me economic catch am say this time around Bawumia so aye waya de see e bonaba so he deserves it oyade compared to Afrase. But again, some were also making an analogy, be some political analysis, be say, oh, because of Brian Champ woman, and so any crap. Oka the forerunners, you know, why Kwabena fencing, Kwabena Japan, and why Dr. Osei Dutum, and why Dr. Brian Champo, Kennedy, Oka mo for ni na bomwa, still, womuntimi. Womabano in Ruby Bawumia Nyadruye, yeah. But the fundamental question tonight, any assessment here, be saying, why any friend of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia of yesterday and today? 2. If yesterday, that's Bawumia we know or we heard of, led the MPP to 2024 to go for glory and was unable to win. What then makes the same people to believe that this time this guy can make the magic? So what will be the magic formula this time in the next couple of two years to come? Yeah, 2 years to go. They have enough time. So what will make the MPP to command the magic formula? I don't know. So my responsibility would be to sit to make the analysis, and you will join the analysis through the via WhatsApp line 020-297-3461. Or message by making camera. So tonight we're going to go deep. We zero down the Pearson spotlights on the candidates. Last Bawumia and the now. So now versus yesterday. Who is he? God. But one more perception in your far from what they thought for Kufuor and what the thoughts for Kufuor and the thoughts for Kufuor, the both former president. It's almost the same as I see the same the Bawumia. But the question, the dynamics no the same as a nana. Let's move forward. Now, but the bigger question the party has still, failed to answer. Have failed to answer. Both to its grassroots supporters and foot soldiers, or if you like, voters, is this. What exactly was captured in its own internal report prepared on February 16, 2025? What document? That document, raised serious and fundamental issues, which to date have not been sufficiently addressed before any consideration is given to is given to re-electing the same candidate for 2028. These concern deserves a critical and honest examination. So what were the key issues highlighted in that report, and what if anything has been done about them up to this day? Report in any on fan to screen name MPP for. Now, that report it raises very critical issues. By the way, MPP for mashes are, and your man considerations and sana mudi bedru hana. Okay, so let's go into the report. Report in a capture, because whether they like it or not, fundamentally these findings raises a lot deeper. So let's go into the executive summary. What the executive summary, talk about the candidates Bawumia, then Bawumia, now Bawumia. Shall we? Or say the stunning defeats of the party and their, and the rather unsatisfactory performance of the party in Ashanti, the region that has always delivered the golden eggs, has unleashed a barrage of accusations and counter-accusations, which itself may result in inflicting a severe wound on the party if not confronted and curtailed immediately. This can only be done if the circumstances of the poor performance are properly investigated to establish the real causes. It is only after the facts, after being unearthed, that the appropriate solutions can be preferred and implemented. That's the report there. A study conducted in all the 47 constituencies used both qualitative and quantitative methods to gather data, where a team was employed to visit the constituencies to administer the questionnaires to 2,559 respondents. Now, it goes on. The research revealed the following as major causes: the current delegate system of selecting party leaders, including polling station, electoral area, constituency, regional and national officer, as well as parliamentary and presidential candidates, the regional economic hardship in the country. So now, reporting being a zero down to the findings of why the MPP even lost miserably in their golden egg zone, where Ashanti region, capital Kumasi. Now listen, I say the regional and national officers, as well as the parliamentary and presidential candidates, the general economic hardship in the country during the period under review, the perception of corruption, the leadership style of the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, which people perceived as single-minded and intransigent, the perception that government was controlled by the family of the President Akufo-Addo, the perception that the President single-handedly controlled the party, the perception that candidates Bawumia, now we are here, now mark there, don't say mamaki now we are now, Akufo-Addo is no longer in the picture, correct? Akufo-Addo, I repeat, is no longer in the picture. The man in the picture is who? The then vice president now doubles as who? As the candidate to lead the NPP. By the way, so then, question, was the report also assessed him? Yes, the report assessed him. Until now you drew on the side. You drew say the perception that the candidate's Bawumia, the vice president, was a shadow of the president. The perception that he was involved in where? In the Mampusi-Kusasi conflict. Ineffective operational coordination on the election day. The perception that candidates Bawumia involved in the Mampusi-Kusasi conflict. This is it. So the question remains, did the NPP consider, say, yes, re-electing Bawumia obviously is going to cost the NPP pretty much more a damage, in the sense, he said, Adewe na moye no. Yen na yen nim say ora Bawumia at a point. Gina simply so. And Bawumia said, it is the time or the tenure or a true Mampusi Foso. But did Bawumia not say this? Bawumia kokasa asem we did that. Say, a true Mampusi Foso. And me one. You na see him say, a soho. Terry ni mo hono. Oho aye deja. The NPP sufo susu ya aware so say prior to 2024 nipa last minute ho baby anamowa ora e fe say mo candidates at the time no onye candidate o ye ba beto aba no the vice president obi anim anamowa Bawumia otuye e wo de boko crisis no mo edi oye ne kese de bae e was our region no mo them upper east wo ena mo report a capture wa he kweku ananyam na mchiro yo your report has captured mo say a perception one but then we are asking we demand to know did me bisa question we an Bawumia mpese obeya no did Bawumia at any time flew a military helicopter bia na ohini bi shemu ani ye kwakosi ohini wo boko bibi says here ebiom I'm asking tonight has Bawumia not said say yes edru mamprisi for so ana on cancer asem we 3 how many of you in the MPP do know that place is the most so who do politics be politics how they fire family with my MPP sem but as long as I memiti hey matna sa so na minim the volatile situation of this conflict way ye diagram betimi a trickle down here south now cause a major blow to our national security again this yankasa continues to threaten our national security into ye betimi jai I mean forbid everything there ye mind ye de Bawumia kwa kwesi so as long as Bawumia be winning kwa de eno ano ye de ye ko Bawumia winning na Bawumia be winning na ye benya renew clashes in Boko na be trickle destroy or main everything the volatile situation ebe say o man bibia I confronted the national security as long as Bawumia be winning na say jano ebe dere na nua ani yura santene etu anamoma asomdwe kakra ba ho na enokra na yesi ni na ayete say nintwi bisa no enti emfa MPP for no say Bawumia ko wini umirika mu Philistine ponko kidikidikidi o ko wini ano no enti obe wini na entokwa ebe ba boko ho emfa MPP for mo mo reporting na capture emfa mo assessment ben amoye edien and MPP for mo beye so then Bawumia hailing from one side of the tribe his presence as the chief executive of this republic will not may not and cannot jeopardize the national security of this state DN MPP for my yafa ho by ye kana kra kiremu the Boko crisis as far as I know is much older than the MPP do you know mo party no mo tene senye 1992 ya but the Boko crisis no is over 100 times older than your party and to kwane sha se na Bawumia ne enwo ne ye ya make amote enti o say me my analysis on Bawumia severally overly any analysis via mayor Bawumia no I stay much longer on the security aspect of that candidate because there's so much fundamental security variables bebre that seemed wrong on Bawumia as well as Neyere. Not so near the problem, not that his wife is a problem and on one case no, not the Bawumia person, no. Bawumia be a national security threat because he hailed from one tribe of that enclave. Neyere so be part of the problem no. Neyere no susunim. Say no be first lady nipa begitwi agitrada e free sa esoro ho ebegu ha na ne omo threaten Ghana's national security crime hu bida. So both sides ni na Ghanaians MPP. But I'm beginning to see that the MPP for no don't really mind. They don't it's not really an issue. If Bawumia will win and as long as Bawumia will win and the whole country will go in flames. Hallelujah. No bet me at Jubilee House. Bawumia knows it. Obet me at Jubilee House. Bawumia know much more than you people know. The MPP know. Obet me at Jubilee House. Now, as the dust settles, after the flagbearership contest, voice across the political divide are weighing in. We turn our attention tonight to some, stalwarts in the National Democratic Congress, NDC, as they outline the expectation, cautionary notes and political message to the newly elected flagbearer. NDC mpenifobi su A2 MPP. No, womo de omanu ye bi aba shortly after so omo yi Bawumia no. Womo de omanu ye aba. One in the NDC stalwart spoke about the newly elected flagbearer. of the NPP. Who is this person and what is he saying? Take a listen to this.
Bawumia in particular, his hurdle is the crisis of credibility. Who wants to vote for a person who has proven himself to be a liar, a flip-flopper, a man who is not disciplined, a man who calls his political opponents all kinds of derogatory names? Bawumia in particular, his hurdle is the crisis of credibility. Who wants to vote for a person who has proven himself to be a liar, a flip-flopper, a man who is not disciplined, a man who calls his political opponents all kinds of derogatory names?
Great. Now, so he's talking. Former Deputy Defense Minister, Dr. Tony Edu. And he says what? Bawumia has what? Some credibility deficit. Say any crow, Tony Edu di no. Also maybe start to make a say the supporters of Bawumia no, they will definitely come on. You know, so omudi ebegusu bebre bomb attacks and the things I have the time. Me kwekwanan. You think I have the time to respond to you or even to mention your name? If I mention your name on my program, the fact that you are insulting the platform because we are talking about your candidates, then again I'm enriching your CV. But if I respond to you, then that's equally that I'm responding to animals. I don't respond to animals, I respond to human beings. So take it easy with yourself. If I don't respond to your foolishness, it means you are an animal. And I don't respond to animals. Okay? I have time, I respond to animals. Tonight I don't have time. Now, however, there remains a clear conflict regarding the period of service of Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia within the party. This inconsistency must be settled. The critical question is, whose account should we what? Take as what? Take as that of, if you like, authoritative in resolving this deficit. Between, say, Bawumia as Servi MPP, how many years? I don't know. But in Nipa Mienu Kasa, two people are talking. Bakose was serving these years. Bakoso say onoso was serving these years. So, for us to kill these inconsistencies, folks, whose word should we believe? I want you to listen to this, and then if you can send me a message, those animals who are insulting, we need more, actions than dramatic. So listen, those of you, the animals who are on the page, give me answers to this thing that I'm about to play. And let me tell you, no amounts that you do. I discussed Kennedy for like 2 weeks. And I'm going to go on Bawumia and then we place it there. Because we are going to even discuss Bawumia pretty much more. You see, there's always a saying, he who fights and runs away live to fight another day, right? So 2 years from now, you are going to fight this battle or this issue and fight it again. Are you all right? Why wouldn't you stop displaying this your animalistic tendencies? As if you wash your face upwards. But you know why? You attack this platform, you don't. We would speak, we'll tell the story as it is. So we want to kill these inconsistencies. Because minimum, how many years has Bawumia served in the MPP? Many are even raising issues, such as it's on the shoulders of Bawumia that all these confusions in MPP. Today, you can see a lot of confusion in MPP is much more deeper than it was some years ago. True or false? I don't know. But again, we want to cure this inconsistencies way. So help us to cure it. Between who is saying this and who is saying what. Take a listen to this.
A Servi party the last 17 years.
A few moments later.
Obi Awasum party 24 years and counting.
God have mercy upon us.
Pasevi Party the last 17 years.
A few moments later.
Obi Awasum Party 24 years and counting.
God have mercy upon us.
Pasevi Party the last 17 years.
A few moments later.
Obi Awasum Party 24 years and counting.
God have mercy upon us.
I want to know. So, whose word should I go with? I don't know. I just want to know. Because we have to kill this mischief, this inconsistency, which is not in tandem with the best practices. And again, be mindful. Both are public figures. So one, a first lady or a second lady or whatever you call it. Bakosuzi, former vice president, correct? So both are in a commanding lead. They are in a commanding height. Into whose word should I believe? Those of you insulting the platform, fans and abroad, you can send it on my WhatsApp, 02029734461. Stop fooling. Munyai jimie. Munyai jimie. Na munyai se mu display the animalistic tendencies. So nama what drinking juma. Okay, na mekano. Kweku me boudin a na chese ma enrich you CV. Ma moudin a ese hu se we hwirem aboa e boudin enye. Folks, we are learning that the investigative team set up to probe the former Ghana's ambassador to Nigeria, Baba Jama, has exonerated him from all allegations of money inducement and related offenses. Yes, sir. The question many are asking is this: were Ghanaians truly expecting the National Democratic Congress, NDC, to punish Jamal for any alleged wrongdoing, whether bribery, inducement, or the distribution of items such as television sets, motorbikes, and other gifts? Ghanaians, the answer tonight is heavily pregnant with what? No answer. Baba Jama, one wako akensie. And yes, diyan. Jama akwa cheche nyoma say vahinnes ne minority for say yentiase say eden as I say yehwe na ye investigate say and NDC ekuo no asset a team say one mo yeden enko investigate no. Afi Joshua, calm down your voice. Afi de omukoye ya information abeto dwane say as I say eden, but before say ye de Jama ebe gina simpie so near your assessment no. Na media no, the Ghanaian media na nkasampo no, na media no edi nkan apass on verdict. Particularly one resource persons or moko tana show no so, and then some journalists say anye ye oyiwa, there we go. Mobo hey ekrowe on my no ekrowe on my way. Mo might be say. Now listen, across the political divide, our entire political class stands deeply, listen to our political class stands deeply guilty when measured against the three principles of democracy. 33 years into the Fourth Republican Constitution, we must ask ourselves, have we truly advanced? Have we truly advanced, or have we lost our way? You may say, emfie dodo seni mfie duasa bi ka ho omani na misa no ho se anso ye kan kon ye koi ye nim na ye koi ana ya yira. What do you saying? I'm sure so be choose the second one. Ya yira poto. O yira ye nim baby a ye frimpo eni baby a ye ko. In many respects, we appear stalled, even embarrassed when compared with other growing democracies. Institutions mandated to guide and educate the ordinary Ghanaian on the tenets of democracy, particularly the civic education, have not lived up to their full responsibility. The painful truth is that until we confront these systemic weakness honestly and commit to genuine institutional reform, meaningful recovery, we will remain elusive. Arehu momano ho yam momano ya arehu who compare Ghana to other democratic other democracies are no one who say oh my Ghana e wo gatem or da gatem say ni hu fi ni hu tan ni hu kan o my no yeah arehu minim da obenya time but any day bia obenya time it's me na hwem yi pa unya time wa na wo pe Ghana asem wa tie wo wo time na wo do Ghana so pa yi a Ghana ye kua ti Ghana ne da ne ne utime ko independence ko na mako gina ho na musu mo man no ate bia na musu mo man ibisa o se de ba so mi su ama man no o de su kakra ma man no why awusu mo man no are hododo oh na utie media for no so a oh ene we ni yehu bi da oh we oh baba jama na se na ye den and I see and now chiche oh you know why o man ni mu nipa na nkase ya yarefo ye yare ye yare o then the institutions you know to say that na making National Commission on Civic Education wo mo de no so say na mo kro mo office no Rade. Hey, Kwaku. Yatumu, when a chief executive over there? Do you know him or her? Meaning who is there? The National Commission on Civic Education. Why no woho? When we drumane say, when me chere Ghana for she obi babe jine simpie so yento aba manoa. Say nipa no to say member of parliament a ne dwuma ne se onko parliament nko hyemra ma wo keke emra no obehye no wo hye no no ankasa ene wo na wo to aba ma no munya mo be di mra no so ebiom eye aban no na sede se mpuntu dwuma ewo importem ho ene mensi no aban responsibility ni se oni municipal any district assemblies in the behwe say sampu ntudwuma ni na abeden ebekoso abani na dwuma ni say obehwe say Ghana fuyi ye bedi yie na ye hoato ye bedi di na yanom ni ada empaso ana keteso enye member of parliament na yeso onko mrahye bedwemo onko hye mraman no na sede ni say omra mesi school mamo omra me gata mamo mamo deben loans na mfenko didwa ene ho nkeka ho no ni nara enema mienu miensa makeken eye National Commission on Civic Education wo madwumanie na hina office no yatum why na da no ye so matum ache onyamenka kai wo man yi o awo mobo badebi amasa mekanise me can be just say Africa democracy enyamodia mo ze me mo bibi amene mo ko ye ko Christmas me ka kire mo na ma campo de da no unse is beginning to play. It's beginning to play on our faces oh when NPP no NDC they will not, cannot, and may not develop this country under any circumstance. Your more yana wuhu. Ubi a ye bi no mako. What I say? Na de mu betimi aye na o ma ye mana ya bo ma baso pa na e den sikedie ni madie. Man ye so mutimi ni wo. Sikedie de o ma ya de sikedie. Ndi wo hu. Endi ziba wo hu sika. Edom a ye twe o do o kwa asem di bia no eno so kra anhwe ye ba bejeja o. Gift your worry NSS. Ni hwan mo ahwa wati anani na. Wuntumi sika sen ahia hi meal of kind of saying akwa offense. Your way no oh this one the Signals Bureau BB saying kwabena edwas BB na edubwa hen obeti na edubwa hen dey na ni na why now they agrada akra dem 15 years okay. Now on say nipa bi po obi kwaku ade no wato na agrada asem no unye ne una wudi ja eba ade ne yenti agrada ade no mama no 15 years na mo say de 1 year na msenti aha kwaku oh me na minim ntiatie mu yesi me nya ntiatie mu na also kwaku come and talk your slow talk na ko the jai Ghana for asem ai kwaku na kona kokeka wadwe kire agrada adentira mama no 15 years necessary na masia teso na modi about 1 year. So in the next couple of days, weeks, month, next month or so, is it a month of what, July, August? I don't know, but agrada is coming out. Obedie huisia mama. Oh Lord merciful, folks. Make a short break. Me ba ye be jina fake prophecy for no so as the build up toward what the Frontline major expose coming. Now, Bawumia analysis nani igusu ye no. Ye do ko Friday bebaso. But Mr. Mahamudu Bawumia, please help us cure this very inconsistency. 17 and I say 20 some I don't know. Stick and stay. I'll be right back. Great, guys. Welcome back to Ghana Speaks, of course, extension in this edition. We take a closer look at, our upcoming expose following the avalanche of prophecies that have flooded the media space. And of course, tonight, we are going to look into these avalanche of prophecies. Of course. Now, before that avalanche of prophecies is grabebano, me edinke you as to trace this year 2026, the Frontline investigation ya to hold that ebia beka ho one ba betra studio bebre kra wa brochire because of Exposé they are here. Adwene was agrobi ne yebedi. Because of Exposé, some of them are here. A man of God be ekojina where one of the states. Now or prophesy ma Ghana for no mugu on. Hey, on almost every year be oko US or prophesy ma ono. Wadada o maji bom nsem ajijo mepo ajijo mo $5,000. We dwane abetena Ghana ha. No we no. Sa program no ye no. And who videos na se for no wa deleting in every information super highway no so. Thinking say wa cover the back. Ghanaians, you won't believe this. On any year na na one ministry nim. And Ghanaians, you know him so well. Who is this? Tonight, let's listen to some individual men of God who have also stepped forward and taken it upon themselves to lash out at their own fellow men in the ministry. Yenti another badge we so. Womuso many abrepao. E kasetia womankasa now enuanoma software. Womudi onyankopon din aye kan saying mo kan sempo hammer no mudi bo dadwa ken ne ye nada ni atro. You know, we speak against this. Who are these men of God? Take a listen to them.
Are the most dangerous people on this earth. Nipa o me babone o wiase miensa. And asofo ne dikan.
Asofo de in fact no kure ba ko pe chamo ye digan nya. Ye din sore ma brankasa.
Opa abubu asofo bi di. Na abubu bi di ka be membo bi adi.
Ye din leti. Why?
Oba meka ti wi wanya papa. Meka ma wa hwe ami nya obi. Sofo no way. Ghana ha. Mo asofo.
Osofo bi obebi na no the whole Ghana. Appear and so a genuine man of God. No, many be that I'll come out and insult him and tell him, say, you are a foolish man. You are a froster. We are that daft. More than any patch. For Jimmy Koshefi. Oh, genuine man of God.
And I will feed you like I was a winning I sang. Yamin Freo, my own voice. I want your margin in the
business
we are sorry, we are doing business. Hey, we say are sorry, are doing business on this earth. I'm sorry. Your business. Hey, yes. And you have any didn't come out having a tour. Then you single or software Ghana ha. I never another that and you no kunkum nanim honhom bia ba no so ni nyina yaza sa Pentecostalism and charismatism no ayaza
okay
mama ka asem bi me se yam fa sori sika ma sori ba sa jikoya djuma en korada
so for papa be
yam fa sori sika no amma be se monti haye yam fa sori ni sika ntue school fees and yes, some the Bayarida come for nothing until I was sorry in the Betia and yes, sanity.
What's a the last one or say the Munti ye on our friends saying ewa osi emfa asori sika emfa nko hospital say eni emfa asori sika so nyeden ensan so emfa nkutua school fees osi mutie eso honeko asum. Now listen to this one. At the close of prophecy, Prophet El Bernard delivered his final words on the NPP candidate Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia, insisting that he was not going to carry the day, even if the elections were what? Rigged in his favor. Ebra, if you don't move campaign the last prophecy El Bernard or the betu hunie. na no no de beto ho no ubebi sese na angel na egusu kase ya na angel minimum angel crow so angel near white, black, green, red. I don't know, I'm sorry. But the question was the same angel talking to him, the same angel that was speaking to him as far as his client, Kennedy Japan, was concerned, and the same angel talking to him as far as his adversary, Bawumia, was concerned. Take a listen to this one.
Bawumia will not lead. Listen to me. Bawumia will not lead the New Patriotic Party. He can't lead. He can't win. If they can make a dog to fly, that is how Bawumia can win. Even when they rake, they will not win. Bawumia will not lead. Listen to me. Bawumia will not lead the New Patriotic Party. He can't lead. He can't win. If they can make a dog to fly, that is how Bawumia can win. Even when they rake, they will not win.
What's it your kind? I said, so other budin bia in you. So budin. Or budin. One is in or boy. Or Bob Bawumia is in. No, yeah, then. What happened? So Osha, what should we do to him? To this guy? Yes, Bob Bawumia is in. And then what happened? Ghana for ne kanka kribia di a blasting on a wakope baby atna. And so now he says what? He's not going to prophesy for like maybe 1 year. I don't know. Na muamuti omaimu. Omaimu. Nasa omai our constitutional duties as Ghanaians say. Yebe kwa to aba ni yi obi a oba betra Ghana so na wahwe me ye na ye di ye no. So ye nipa ben so ye den. As I say, every Ghanaian, actually, no only Ghanaian, only can ye assessment of Sani Pan say, ye two messi, and I ye two no. As so for this one, Ghana for the very first, assessment, No, Nyankopon mum na saw ye first assessment of who and a yento abanamano. Ghana for muntia some ye said you work at Chemono. Show. Ye omemu timemu fono ye assessment yamayo, but God has what chosen somebody say ono and ono Nyankopon say nipa ne medie yes so meanwhile the same as so for so be catch say the voice of the people then so how can then God will speak after the people? Does that make sense to you? The voice of the people is the voice of God, correct? That's correct. As they say. Now, the fundamental question is this. If God will not wait for the people to speak, why God would want to speak to this mushroom, useless fools, to come and declare God's intentions to us before we Ghanaians will go to the polls? Does that make sense to you? I'm trying to bring the celestial world to that of what? The terrestrial world. And then we can make a sense of it all. Animals. Bunch of useless idiots. Onse Wasofono have been making fools out of you through the spiritual order. God's fixed order and says, I'm sorry. And says, Wanu Nyankopon wanu boy yena. Or say, Waman ye will. Our choice. Ya yenye DSC yeno. Na SSC a transit 4 years. And say Ghana need transit. No ye assessment say esimesi bentin. Say the Bawumia after NDC the yenimu. NDC yenim the awoba. Minim. But MPP the yenim. Inti yebetimi aye Bawumia ho. Yebetimi the whole year sa akedi aye assessment. Bawumia na kwete sem yebetimi awiwi hu bia. Betiti na basani asre ni awi bia fine. Hey, ne followers ni pe omumpe yeberi Bawumia ho. Ana ye win nam na ya win yi nti ene supporters of Bawumia munye krado right na ye te ho na ye assessment ni yenye but God has done on any assessment ewie no the assessment na ye wie no o de ama asofo no se monko na monko kan kire Ghana for say esimesi we no be win obe wini na Ghana ni mfa ne kokromoti nkoye Tom Print wo de ba sofo ne ye lunatics me catch us say these say the Ota Black I say 94% of them womunye nipa they are mad of your prophets for women are mad so nya bodam na woma ba e na wo Ghana ni na wo be kwa gina sa osofo ni nim say onfa wo mfa sa tebia no so El Bernard or Professor nipa na egu aso o say the black people these people of color have become what they have become the zombies who can be ruled by any shred of what an empowerment. We don't have the consciousness and our power, the will to be able to assess and evaluate who and at what time a spirit is speaking and of from who, from God or from the satanic world. Like what we are about to watch. No be say one more no matter something or more corner. One man says one say why to me ben e ka se free ni no say me yare me ye say why na e ka say and no one no gina ho no ye dramatics clear drama. Watch this last video.
Open you will for culture. What's when you be French, blah blah blah. Sister, I'm saying open man, Benji. Sister, I say Benji free me sister, down. Because I see myself giving you a bit. Yeah. But me wouldn't say a Togo. Yeah. I see it. Togo. Do you know Togo? Togo na me buy. Togo na free buy. Who said the man was Togo? Who be just sick? What king could you want to man? Oba kwa me the bottom. One can so be able to for. I said the city the 12 room figure. What king could you want to school be just sick? Every so is a yaman. When you ba beje, sika biba. When you beje, every the people come one some can you open. What king could you want to so? But by who be we aya. But online was English, you translate to you. Yeah. Who be ya automatic? You also make your parent be show you accident. Once you be ya addition again. What prayer can understand? I'm gonna do something. Okay, what prayer can but who be ya automatic again? Once I make your pen, sika biba. Everybody be show when you power your open. And I want you. You don't hear me. Okay, everybody be show when you obey your power. Practice. Sika biba. What do you want to so? Open the bomb by a prostate cancer and also a helper.
My online viewers, are mesmerized. They are mesmerized of the things they are watching. And these are your self-styled, self-acclaimed, self-imposed, self-notorious criminals. Oma flooded, the Christian space. And these are the kind of messages. Jones said, we are no with piano. Obe bodam, ube yese, namni ade. Ne, no, monso adia tumu. Osofo ne catch us, ube bodam. Na unya o misanza na mebe bodam anti wo ye da nti unso mi mu na wo mompa ama me okọ we all see ye de Robert beto wo hwa mu na okọ we so see say o say kan say ube twa hwe uso ube nya cancer ube womaje the negative proclamation of the man of God no say enye adwuma folks. is going to shock you. The upcoming expose and what you're about to hear in the very coming days, weeks. How the Frontline expose is going to go. And renowned big men of God in this country, renowned big men of God, and the kind of atrocities they've committed against humanity here in this country. Betinsem, folks. The name proper kwema mawo. Na me de we see say, should say me brena so. Nyankopon yadma. Friday will come with a weekend Frontline. Still on your GPS Global Public Square. Of course, you will definitely call a friend, a brother, a sister. We sit together, we think and talk and make a sense of it all. Folks, great guys, Nebo Michidam. Up there, Eko Bismarck was on board. And of course, Joshua on board, great guys, online editor. Keynes, without his name, also on board. And the great guys out there, Kofi Ansa, and then Enoch Kofi Ejiri, director of research. Umina Bo Michidam Amidisho Nebro. Yami Adama Friday, I will come your way. We are still critically, taking a critical look of Bawumia's candidacy and what he brings on board. His political trajectory. What is it that Bawumia will be doing? The magic of Bawumia 2028. NDC for Bogako Yomudianaba. But we need just ended the year. Ubi Beka say, oh, MPP4, Masia will be the message I brought because of this year to Ababium. Then I said, Bawumia no more give you up on him. And on any issue. But Meme Dianesa, as a citizen of this nation, I owe it a duty. Listen, the Bawumia supporters. Some of you, Munyai Jimie, is stupidity. Munyai, allow the media and anybody. You will not tell us what to do. And you will not tell Ghanaians, say, I ento something nienko to Abama Bawumia, without we making assessment. Who's a Ghanaian, Nyansanwa akaye kakra na sebin prediasano. That's why your political class continue to do this. The political class name who say ye menu mi no yadwene ne wo form. Into 4 years in the best one say Ghana in the trust no your assessment 4 years what have you done? Do not fall for the talking about kasano. No. Let's confront them. Na woni nipa ba kon so me di o menya block sie papa ye e dwunya me the media ne dikrono omino e dik omina brokesie because media ne ntumi nya omadwuma na di ye beto aba na wie no check MPP NDC every 4 years bia 8 years bia beto aba ye besesa aba na pe ubenya a cross section of the media people either they are going into what position one deputy minister or court this media check Abanwe how many journalists from my flag chokwa check MPP so the few ones now one bet now no my critical analysis no my question situation and so you who say one power minus them they say me I've inherited a lot of enemies be brave and I don't even care and do you think I care no I will tell you then I'll beat me I go about drive countryside and do my own thing or party ain't me or candidates own to me and I'm a media or candidates or so what the heck I say and I don't discuss about me but down for lunatics I won't put for me and go unko solve Boko crisis the Boko crisis has been on our neck for well over saying a century and counting 100 years lunatics could be Bawumia so best of it is saying one tis or back at Ghana for Sahas is a drew man prissy for so ye beshe a be drew almost what ye beshe a bra ye analysis on Kennedy Japan with him the way I normal feeling how big as because we'll be crushed that from say oh kweku for Kennedy analysis hey please that bring the trim call we did the analysis the way I see a bra Kennedy Japan on one man who crying Emma Softway, mushroom way, Ebersian come, a brother the same Kennedy, and so Jina, Akunyaso, can't send me to Ghana for say, a software here, Baba for Naya Kushi for. That you 10. da ben and na say Ken who say no at this time we a wrong move ebra no work can say we no one who can in here no so to yourself with fie a omudi nkomo ho yiri Christi no to yourself one of the fake men of God not in fie a omudi nkomo ye hwan owusu bempa me make say na njira mo ever since I me be kan there are other bloggers bi su go omo re-echo this na ni yiri Christi oni abrante bi e friend guy G no mo nti owusu bempa fie omo ye den nti candidates na ono onim se sa nkrofo ye adadafo wo mo ya trofo wo mo ye nabrabafo ya kohwifo e ya kronfo. Come on please, all the candidates obi aniwa the campaign was dominated by what? Why Brian Champo what is obi asha nkom di enti no man hye Brian Champo nkom di enti no man hye wan editwum nkom di enti na kwabere Japan man hye nkom di enti ana Bawumia no yan hye nkom mo de hye Bawumia po na edodo wasan na Kennedy ho de hey ekwekwe yeni o yaba o ba na Kennedy ni mu a I didn't say one stop you. You see, we need be here political expediencies. Name ade. But you and the taxi na alande womu di nesi ho. Womu ko mo dwane ko. Eye me ya nti na me ka no. Eye me ya mano. Eye me ya e de ma ora Kennedy say. Only very well say he began with me. I was so genuine so. Enti I am not at any point would see and figure say Kennedy would allow himself to be lured by these self-masqueraders. Oh, no way. I see it as a betrayal on one point. I see it as what? A miscarriage and a travesty. I'm being honest. That's why I'm talking this way. But the followers in back so no, yeah, because I know say Kennedy Diano, it was an unfinished business. As often will not make Kennedy to win power. That's the truth. No. But Mimi him say, one stop it first Exposé. No we no see and here and say, oh, obey winnie, obey say, and many other. Should be only be then you look at say, it's a software and for many and to Yankopon him say no. Papa wa boka egu, a kapao, nanu a kabae. And then so a kaba. I feel glad the baby says and obey a dien. All of these masqueraders. Maybe only need no. And then I'm wakwata I need to say kashire. Need to say kashire. Wano such a lunatic or to parliament or say national de parliament house. Wanted to walk a count kwasiasam and the foolishness. Mini brima mo new. Sama software ki count kwasiasam. They took him to the slaughterhouse. Pam, done. But Otie Yenzwe. So Otie Yenzwa. The lives of the Usu Bempanum were just at the corner. At that dafu wenum masqueraders when throw at that dafu she sumase o my yomu esum dedi fo. And o me no. Yeah. Uveze akonosa na wo de bibia anya bibi mpo no mumo nyankopon wo de mufa Kennedy mpo nto nche mumo nyankopon asem emremu mumma onyankopon asem emrem but onyankopon asem ambem nti sabri mu asofo you continuously painting God as what on truth mumma onyankopon it say onye onyankopon for how long and am obey sa ade we 2024 elections the same mu begina simpie so Mudi atro the Bawumia will win, and also what they were Bawumia ni avalanche of prophecies. A good papa Bawumia to the extent on one krum krano. Near a soft for be to say more prophets for you. Namobeas I don't know. Obviously, you two said the bomb kunkum free on my way. Come you would differ. Na mekano Bakubi, worry now though. What on no kosha America wa. And all Professor Mom, me when tapes ni negua, no GG sika free Ghana for Omugwa America. Ghanaians in America or GG sika free. Consultation crown over online as well. Depending on kind of saying on the dates. Say and the date no eh 6 6 na say utua $6. Say na 7 na obetua $7. E keka $100, $1,000. Na me ade. Just say, hey Radi Yesu, my goodness. You are commercializing the name of God. You are selling the name of Jesus, the name of God. You are selling it. Onyankopon se mo mfema free said on the no. Na mo nso e. Wo mu ya no mo say angel bi eno mo kasa. Angel ben. Ena na make a kire mu no. In 2 Corinthians chapter 11:14 no, e angel ben na e kasa kire mu. As Paul e kana semia na say, no wonder that Satan also can metamorphose into an angel of light. Is that same angel? No more can say. And now mwankasa mpo munim so say mwankasa mo ya akwa ema Kristo no. Kristo so ayemo say angels ya wo mu revealing your kire mu mo baba be judge angels no. According to 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 3 and also wo ho. Ntidia na mo yi. Sisi mutumi ni mo power na ejina angels so. Meanwhile angel appear e wo sof ni nim sisi a osof no bedwane. O ka kire angel appear e wo na so dem was sisi a me say pam obedwane mirikatuo obeto wirem. You run away yet oba no one lay your brain or say angel spoke to me. Now what's your Nyankopon neda? Nyankopon kra dey too far. What's the angel endeda? In the El Bernard, ne angel Bernard on ne kase angel what done it through we. Nyankopon hu Ghana mabo. Guys, me demo AC and Nyankopon yadma Friday I'll come. Na me demo ko betu boom. Ja. Beto kremu. Beto memu. Asofo da fo. Listen tin say. Emu audio recordings, videos then radicoko. The biggest one of the big, the patriarch. Hi, and semnie. Also for prophet Tibia, another big man of God we allegedly say were kidnapping or kidnapping you. Guys, we can't wait him. Guys, but the movie is here. And Adama, you be on Friday. Why? Guys, ne bomi chidom na program we edaso da YouTube or and Yankopon Adama chine be say re-upload. Unya program no mo amhwe wo mu TV so ne de bia mo pe repeated na me mo ka say ukọ YouTube abon say eda ho na wakọ no wakọ repeat ukọ manya akwadworo. Give it to a friend, a brother, a sister. Na ye na ye trust ni enhwe say nkomo be na me no ye die na yemfa nyeden entoto nsemiano ne enhwe de we a ye be see e bebo ma o my Ghana aye krabehwe. Why we also that my main can last one message we I say, I am appealed and I'm appealed and ashamed. Lieutenant General Kutu Champon's legacy is being erased and it is a national shame. 33 years of NDC MPP has paralyzed our sense of gratitude. This man served Ghana with distinction, yet it's been relegated to the shadows. It is a slap in the face to his memory. We need to rise up and demand recognition for his contributions. Let's mobilize, let's educate, and let's restore dignity to his name. Ghana owes him that much. Echo Thomas from Committee 4, not the by. Folks, my name still remains Kweku Anan. I'll come your way same time, Friday, 8:05 p.m. You call a friend, call a brother, we'll sit together, we think and talk. Of course, go to YouTube. Links na emi okay, yemfengu ba so my CTV GH ubenya program bi. And then the Frontline Ghana, both links near ya pity gordon, Zubenya Binwashe, Shemubia na Yemfa, or my nature and from Kunim. I am Kwekwanan until Friday, 8:05 p.m. Bye for now.
The Frontline with Kwekwanan, only on CTV.